for today's mobility class. We're just going to start by rolling the shoulders and breathing out. So today's class really is about getting the body moving, loosening off everything. Most people have been sitting at a desk all day. It is freaking hot today. Right, taking the arms out to the side and let's roll those shoulders. This loosens off the rotator cuff. Keep your arms out to the side and just try kind of rotating here. You're just going to bend like this. So we're just almost like we're walking like the Egyptian, but keep it slightly softer. That's it. Breathing out. If there's any pain in your rotator cuff, take a little bit gently, but it does help just to loosen them off. That's it. And now we're going to do big circles, moving the arms in a big circle forward. If you want to pin my screen, you can hover the mouse over my screen and there's a little safety pin. And then that way you see me in a bigger version. That's it. Breathing out, nice big circles. All right, we're going to stand up nice and tall and we're going to swing the arms and rotate the upper body. Breathing out. Swinging the arms, softly bending the knees. That's it. Let's go for 5. Alternate the arms. 4, perfect. So from the front it looks like this. 3, twist your body. 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, standing up nice and tall. We're going to go into our cactus and then go into roll downs. So take a nice breath in. Take your arms above your head. Breathing out. You're going to squeeze those elbows into your waist. Bend those elbows. I want you to think of spreading those fingers as wide as you can. So you've kind of got like a little V shape here. Bring your arms up a little bit, Stephen. That's it. Squeeze. And from here, you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lifting up your chest. Look up at the ceiling. Breathing in, take the arms up. And breathing out, stretch forward. Try and think of sticking your bottom out behind you. Pull that tummy in away from the floor. If you need to soften your knees to stretch your back out, and then folding down to the floor. And on a breath out, you're going to curl up one vertebra at a time. Nice and slowly. Stacking those vertebrae one on top of the other. Shoulders down and back. And head comes up last. We're going to go for 2 more. So take a nice breath in, breathing in, arms up. And breathing out. Squeezing those elbows into your waist. Lifting up, opening up that chest. Look up slightly. Breathing in, arms up. And breathing out as you stretch. Try and touch the wall in front of you or the camera. Bend your knees if you need. And folding down. And on a breath out, curling up, pulling that belly button in, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Sliding those shoulders down and back and head comes up last. Good, let's go for 1 more. Breathing in and out. Really focus on squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breathing in, arms up. And breathing out as you reach forward. Pull that tummy in away from the floor. Stretch and folding down. Now down here you're going to swing side to side like a rag doll. So really keep that arms relaxed, the head relaxed. Very nice. Now hands on the floor, you can bend your knees slightly. You're going to drop your bottom down towards the floor. If you can, keep your heels flat. If this hurts your knees at all, don't go so low. So you want to try and keep your heels down and then lifting your bum up. That's it. So we call this stretch the borstkas for obvious reasons, dropping down. So you want to try and keep your heels flat. That's it. Nice. Perfect. And coming up, we're going for 5. Breathing out, dropping down. So it's almost like a seesaw with your head and your bottom. As your bum goes up, your head goes down. 2 more. Nice, and up. And last 1. And from here coming down into sitting on your bottom. Now if you can, you're going to sit cross-legged if that's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, you can have your legs out straight. But if you're able to sit cross-legged, hands on your knees, and we're going to do a little full 360 degrees, pulling yourself back on your knees. So from the side, we literally go down, we're going to round that spine, pull that belly button in, pulling back. Go all the way around. As you come forward, think of sticking your chest out, getting that extension. Breathing out. Pull back against the knees, tummy pulled in. We're going 5 times one way. You should really feel a nice stretch here in your low back. Tucking under. Pull back against those knees. Good. One more. That's it. And now change direction. So let's go the other way. So I'm going side, pull back, tummy pulled in, look at your belly button. Sort of almost think of exaggerating this. Really get, oh, nice clicks and cracks in my back as I go around. That's it. We got 3 more. I don't know about you, my back is clicking away. Good sign, bad sign, doesn't matter as long as it's not sore. Nice, 1 more, big circles, really exaggerated. Nice, all right, staying in this position. If you're comfortable sitting cross-legged, that's great. You're gonna place your right hand on the floor, quite far away. And if you're able to, you're gonna get your elbow down to the floor. If that's too much, just keep your arm down. Make sure your opposite hip doesn't come up. And we're gonna reach that other arm over, stretch. Think of pushing yourself back into that opposite hip with your elbow or your hand. Nice. Now from here, you're going to rotate your shoulders towards the floor and back to me. Keep your arms sort of there. You're just twisting from the shoulder girdle. Elbows, shoulders towards and back. Nice. Let's go for 2 more. Breathing out. So you'll feel a massive stretch on the side. Last one. Very nice. And coming up. Other side. So hand quite far away. Drop that elbow down if you can. Make sure those hips stay grounded. If it's just your hand, that's perfect. Push yourself that way. And stretch. Nice. Now from here, rotate those shoulders down towards the floor. And back. That's it. So you're not taking the arm goes down, but I'm not trying to get the arm down. It kind of stays me. I'm just moving those shoulders. Breathing out. 2 more. Nice. Last one. And coming up. Very nice. All right. Coming onto your knees. You're going to put your left leg in front. Now I want you to think of putting your knee directly over that ankle, okay? Slide your back leg back, and my weight is entirely sort of going onto this front leg. That foot at the back, make sure it's pointed, that's it. Hands on the inside, on the floor, on the inside of this leg. And you're gonna rotate those hips side to side. So think of wagging your tail like a dog. If possible, you want to try not to be here. You want to take that front leg further forward and think of dropping your hips down a little bit more. So really stretch that back leg. Rotating those hips. Think of wagging your tail. Breathing out. That's it. Good job. 1 more. Now from here, we're going to straighten that front knee. You're going to send your hips back. I want your knee to go dead straight. So move your hands wherever you have to. Even if you need to come up the whole way, and then coming forward again. So in an ideal world, your hands stay the same, and you just stretch, stick that bum out, but move those hands back, straighten that knee. Oh, nice tight hamstrings. And coming forward. That's it, breathing out. We've got 3 more. Stretch, dig that heel in. Move your hands back where you need, make sure you get that knee straight. Nice work. Last 2. And forward. And last 1. Now staying with this leg in front, coming forward, we're going to come up. And I want you to breathe in, take those arms above your head. Think of sliding those shoulders away from you. Get your weight on that front leg That's it, and looking up. Beautiful. Now place your hands behind your head. Hands behind the head, and you're going to twist. And you're going to take that elbow to your knee, your front knee. So my opposite elbow. So I've got my left knee in front. And I'm taking this elbow and twisting. Nice. And coming out of it. Very nice. All right, let's change legs. Right leg in front. Make sure your knees over your ankles. So you're pushing forward, hands on the floor on the inside. Have your back leg back further if you can. So you get a stretch on that back hip flexor as well. And rotate those hips. That's it. Breathing out, stretch. And now we're going to take it back. So send your bum back, dig your heel in, make sure you straighten that front knee. Hands can move back if you need. And then coming forward. Breathing out, digging that heel in, stretch. Nice, and forward. You want to think of sliding and gliding all those tissues against each other as you move. We've got 2 more. Nice, one more. And let's hold it here. Coming up, breathing in, take those arms above your head. Have your weight on that front leg. So make sure the weight is on that front leg. If you need a cushion or something for under your knee. Nice, breathing and looking up. That's it. Now hands behind your head. And we're going to twist to the front knee. Nice work. And coming up, very nice. All right, you're going to come onto your hands and knees. And from here, you're going to put your hands slightly further out, and we're going to drop your shoulder down towards the floor. And coming up. And drop the other one down, stretching the front of those shoulders. Breathing out. Nice and slowly, that's it, beautiful. Let's go for 5, 4, take it nice and slowly, nice and smooth movement. 3, very good. 2, and 1. Nice, now from here, let's go back into that child's pose. Take your feet together, open your knees, hands on the floor, and you're going to push with your hands into the floor, stretching back into that child's pose. Dropping your head down. That's it, beautiful. Now from here, turn your palms up towards the ceiling. So same position, palms up. And I want you to almost imagine like you're kneading like a cat into the floor. So stretching the arms away from you. Breathing out, that's it, so you're getting a little shift. Turn your palms back down to the floor. Now you're going to walk your hands all the way to the left side. So you're staying in that child's pose, left side, and push yourself towards the right. Push back into the floor. Stretch, beautiful. Walk those hands back towards the middle. And taking them all the way to the right side. And push them into the floor. So you're stretching that left side. Very nice. Lovely. Coming back onto your hands and knees, and we're going to go into a downward dog from here. Just tucking my top in. So, hands directly under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under at the back. Push into your hands. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And send your bum back. So going to that nice downward dog if you can. Beautiful. And let's pedal those knees. You're going to alternately pedal one knee, bend one knee. That's it. Breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now from here, come into a full high plank. Stay on your straight arms, shoulders down and back. Try not to drop your hips too low. Lift your hips up a little bit. You want to imagine that your back is kind of parallel to the floor. Perfect. And go back into a downward dog. Let's go for 8. Breathing out, come forward. Slide those shoulders down your back. Tummy pulled in. And back into the downward dog. Nice. We got 6 more. Tummy pulled in away from the floor. Breathing out. 5. Nice work. Really stretch your shoulders. Think of sticking your chest between those shoulders. Last one. Dropping those knees down and just rolling out the wrist. Give your wrist a little bit of a break. We're going to go back into that plank position. Loosen up. Let's just stretch those shoulders. Breathing out. Give them a little shake. That's it. While we're here, let's take that one arm across your chest. You're going to put your other arm between your elbow and your wrist. Try not to put it too high up. Put it below the elbow. Pulling it across you. And I want you to pull that shoulder blade away from your ear. So you don't want to be here. Pull it down. That's it. And you'll feel much more of a stretch here with that shoulder pulled down. Try and keep the arm straight. That's it. So try and keep it straight. There we go. Nice. Shoulder down. And release and take it across the other side. Use the other forearm below the elbow. Pull that shoulder blade away from the ear. And you should feel it here. Nice. That's it. All right, we're going to go back into that plank position. So shoulders directly over your hands, tummy pulled in. You're going to step your left leg. Try and get your foot forward next to your hand. If you need to use your hand to scooch it forward a bit. Now, if you struggle in this position, you can drop that back knee down to the floor, but try not to. And now from here, take that left hand, reach it forward on the floor, taking it all the way around, breathing out. Follow your hand with your head, reverse it, take it all the way back. Hands on the floor and step back into that plank, tummy pulled in. Other side. Breathing in, stretch. Tummy pulled in. Breathing out, keep focusing on those shoulder blades as well and stepping back. 2 more each side. Left leg, reach that arm forward. Try and touch the ceiling as you take it round. If you need to drop that back knee to the floor, you can. And step back. Right. Breathing out, very good. 1 more each side. Stepping the left. And back, very good. Last time. In between, set that plank. Nice. Breathing out. Stepping back. And coming down. Well done. Grab some water if you need. We're going to come and sit on your bottom. Feet out in front of you. Very nice. All right, so from here, hands behind you, supporting your weight. Have your feet nice and wide. And in this position, you don't want to think of sinking and kind of schlumping there. You want to push the floor away. So a nice long neck. Stick your chest out. And we're going to roll the knees side to side. You can lift up the opposite bum. You don't need to keep both bum cheeks on the floor. Rolling the knees side to side. That's it. Remember, don't sink into that neck. Nice long neck. Push the floor away. Beautiful. Breathing out. Let's go for 2 more. 1. Good. Now from here, arms up. Now you're going to do the same. You want to have your arms in front of you, rolling those knees round. If you need to roll back slightly at your pelvis to get those hips round, that's perfect. Have your feet nice and wide. If you struggle, put your hands back down. But so from here, you want to think of taking them down. That's it. You'll find you start walking forwards on your bottom. Don't be alarmed. You can just scoot yourself back when you need. So breathing out, that's it. But as I say, if it's too difficult, keep your hands there. Now we're going to take the knees to the right side. Okay, I want you to face your front knee. So now I'm facing my front knee, hands on the floor, leaning forward. And you're going to push that other leg back. So I've taken this leg, push it back, facing forward. Leaning slightly forward, tummy pulled in. You can even put your elbows down on the floor if you're more comfortable there. And we're going to lift this back leg off the floor. Only a little bit. If you can't, keep your foot flat and just lift the knee, but you want to lift it from here. You might find your leg wants to come forward as you lift. I don't want that. I don't want you working your hip flexor. So from here, it's a small movement and you're crunching in your butt. Let's lift for 5, 4. Remember, you can keep your foot down and just lift the knee. 2, 1. Very nice. Let's take it up. Change legs. So now we're rolling the knees to the left. I want you to face that left knee. Hands on the floor. Push that other leg back. You can go down onto your elbows if you want. And now this back leg, we're going to lift up and down. Tummy pulled in. Let's lift. 1. Oh, this side is much easier for me. You'll always notice you have a difference. Make sure that the leg doesn't come forward as you lift. Try and keep it back. That's it. 2 more. Last 1. Very nice. Coming to lie on your back. Lie on your back. Hug those knees into your chest. That's it. Just releasing that back. All right. Placing your feet on the floor. Again, have your feet nice and wide like your mat. Arms up to the side, palms facing upwards, and we're going to roll those knees side to side. Same sort of action, but now we're going to get a stretch in that top hip flexor. You want to try and get that knee, that top leg down towards the floor. So you want to think, if I'm going towards the left, my right leg, try and stretch in this front here. Beautiful. 2 more. 1. Right, taking your right leg, right ankle, cross onto your left knee. You're going to slide your hands behind that left thigh. We're going for our figure of 4 stretch. If you want, you can put your hands over your knees, whatever you find, and pull that leg in. So now we're stretching that right butt cheek. Perfect. Very nice. Now take your hands behind your head, keep this leg crossed over. You're either going to straighten that left leg or keep it slightly bent. I'll show you what we're going to do. You're going to lower that leg down towards the floor, breathing out to bring it back up. But I don't want you to feel any pain in your back. So if you want to bend that leg, you can tap down and up. You want to make sure that low back stays glued to the floor, tummy pulled in. So as you lower, if you find anything's arching, bend your leg. Only go as low as you can, keeping that tailbone, so your coccyx towards your nose. Tummy pulled in. We're going for 10, we've got 3 more. If your leg's bent, it's the same thing. Breathing in, breathing out. Focus on keeping that tummy down, head down. Don't keep your head up, try and keep your head on the floor. 1 more. Nice. Now grab your right knee into your chest, release it from that leg. And you're going to lower that left leg down to the floor, relax it, keeping your right knee pulled in. That's it, nice. Take your left arm out to the side and open up the hips. Pull that right knee away from the midline, so you're opening it up. That's it, beautiful. So if I was doing it in standing, I'm taking it open like that. So we're stretching out that hip capsule. Beautiful. Now swap hands. Take that right knee across to the left side, stretching out your low back. You want to aim to get that knee to the floor and keeping those shoulders flat. Breathing out, that's it. Use your breath to help get a little bit more range as you relax. Nice. And coming back to the middle, relaxing those legs, knees bent. Let's take that left ankle, cross it onto your right knee. Pull those legs in towards you and stretching. Figure of 4. Feeling that stretch in that left butt cheek. Beautiful. You can rock it side to side if you want. I always find I tend to move. You don't have to. Nice. Now from here, hands behind your head. That right leg either straight or slightly bent. Make sure your tummy's pulled in. Pull that tailbone to your nose. Dropping that leg either straight down and up. Don't let your back leave the floor. If your leg is bent, same thing. Tummy pulled in. Breathe out as you pull it back up. That's it. Keep that coccyx tilted towards your nose. So you're squashing your low back onto the floor. Sucking in those abs. Let's go for 3 more. Nice work. 2. So we're just activating that core. 1. Grab that left knee in at your chest and slowly lower that right leg all the way down to the floor. Relax that right leg. Let's pull that left knee out away from the midline, opening it up. Your right arm's out to the side. Perfect. Holding it there. Have a few deep breaths. And now pulling that knee across you with your right hand, change hands, stretching out your low back. Your left hand, palm facing upwards. Have a look at that hand. Breathing out, try and get the knee flat, shoulders flat. That's it. And breathing out. Nice. All right, coming back into the middle, come up into sitting. We're going to roll like a ball just to massage out the spine. So rolling like a ball if you haven't done it. You can gently hold your shins. You want to try and keep the distance between your head and the knee the same. Rounding your back, pulling that belly button in. You roll back, coming back up to balance. What you don't want to do is as you're coming up, you pull your knees away and you're literally just pulling yourself up with your knees. You actually want your stomach doing the work. So you can try it with your hands not holding on, breathing out as you come up. That's it. Make sure it's your abs that are doing the work, not just pulling yourself with your knee. Round your back, get that stretch. Beautiful. 1 more. Now either keep rolling like a ball, or we're going to go into the rocker where you stretch your legs out, hold behind your calves, and same thing. Stay rolling like a ball if you find it better. That's it. Perfect. Breathe out. Pause. I want you to hold it. Nice. 3 more. Tummy pulled in. 2. Use your abs to pull you up. Last 1. Very nice. Well done. Come lie on your stomach. I'm going to show you what we're going to do in standing because it's slightly easier for you to see online. So imagine this is my floor. I'm lying on the floor, arms here, all but under your head. And you're going to take your leg across, tap that foot to the floor and back. You want to open up those hips. So when you're doing it and you take the leg open, you really want to stretch here. The temptation some people do is put their knees together and just roll to tap, but you actually want to open it up. Okay, so let's lie on our tummies. Your arms can be out to the side or under your head. It's not too fussy where this top body is. That's it. And from here, we're going to tap behind you And coming back. We're going for 10. Alternating sides. Try and get that open knee. That's it. Breathing out as you stretch. Perfect, Hallie. Well done. Nice, guys, all of you. Really lift that knee up. Good job. Breathing out. So it's a nice, relaxed kind of stretch. You're not trying to overthink it. Just opening those hips. Beautiful. Let's go for 2 more each side. Breathing out as you go. Try and touch that foot. Open those knees. Really open up those knees. Nice. Very nice. Now from here, you're going to stay lying on your stomach. Bend your left knee and grab your foot. So we don't often stretch our quads actually, certainly not in this way, but it's a nice one. Relax your head. And now I want you to think of squeezing your bottom. Try and tilt that pubic bone into the floor and pull your heel towards your bottom. Tummy pulled in. Breathing out. Don't let your back arch. You want to squeeze your bottom. Nice. Release it nice and slowly. Let's change sides. Grabbing that. Right foot. Squeeze your bottom. Think of pulling that heel towards your bum. Making sure your back's not arched. Very nice. And from here, coming up onto your hands and knees. All right, we're going to stretch out the thoracic spine and the shoulders with this. So from here, you're going to have your hands directly under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to open up, take your one hand up to the ceiling. Now what I want, the temptation is to kind of throw your hips to the side and kind of do that. You want to keep your hips in line with your knees. So you stretch. And then you take that hand, slide it on the floor, and drop your head and your shoulder down to the floor. And then repeat, breathing out. And taking that hand down, take your shoulder blade and head all the way down to the floor. We're going for 5, that's it. Breathing out, follow your hand with your head. 2 more, stretch. Nice. On this last one, hold it down on the floor. So your shoulder blade and your head are down. Now take this hand, take it further away from you and push yourself back onto that shoulder blade. So I want you to kind of take that hand and push back so you feel more of a stretch. That's it. Lovely. And coming up, let's change sides. So again, set yourself. Stretch, don't throw those hips out. And coming through. We discovered this last week. Everyone's very tight on one side. I'm very tight going to the side. I've got barely any range. So I've really got to work at it. And through. 3 more. Make sure you don't throw those hips out. That kind of gives you false range. 2 more. Nice. Last one. Now hold it down on that through. Shoulder blade, head down. Take this hand, put it further away, and push yourself back. So you're kind of pushing yourself towards that shoulder. Very nice. Coming up and coming back into sitting. Well done, guys. All right, now sitting cross-legged if you can. Have your arms out straight. We're kind of going to go into our little windmill. You're going to twist. Put this arm behind your left thigh and push yourself around. And I want you to think of twisting up. Never twist down and sink. You want to almost imagine like a corkscrew, opening the wine. Breathing out, stretch. And release, coming to the other side. Spiral those arms around. So the other hand is on the floor. So I'm kind of helping myself, pushing it around. And change again, breathing out. Think twisting up, don't sink. And change. Very nice. Last stretch for the neck. We're going to stay here. If you're uncomfortable in this position, you can move yourself. Take your right hand, put it under your bum cheek. You're going to look at your left knee. Place your hand on the top of your head with the left elbow in front of your nose and gently pull that chin down towards that left hip. You should feel a nice stretch in the upper traps here. Twist your neck if you need. Breathing out. Nice. Coming up. Now don't take that hand out. Keep that hand there. Now we're going to pull it sideways. Now you're matching, trying to get your left ear towards your left shoulder. Very gently. You'll feel a stretch here. Try not to let that shoulder hunch. And now let it go. Very nice. All right, change hands. Left hand under your bum. Looking at your right knee. Hand on the head, elbow in front of your nose, and very gently pull that chin down. Nice. Breathing out. Make sure you're not rounding your back, you're just stretching. Now release that. Stay with that hand under. I've stretched my leg out because my knee gets uncomfortable. You do you. Hand on the side, pull that right ear down towards your right shoulder. So we're stretching all the way here. Breathing out. With this, nothing must be sore. Don't ever hurt when you're stretching your neck. And relax. Very nice. Last one. Let's just look over your right shoulder. Roll your chin down all the way to the left. And breathing out. Let's go for one more each side. Breathing out as you roll. Last one. Very nice, guys. Thank you so much. That's such a nice way to start the week. I promise for those who are new, I promise we work harder in the week. This is just our kind of ease into the week, relax, move the body, because none of us stretch enough. So we find it's an amazing start to the week, especially when it's so hot.